time for your confessions. There was quite a few this time. First of all, we got Vlad's story, and that one looked really interesting. Mildly incriminating, but I'm not the police. By the way, if your confession was funny enough and you score enough points, I will give you a special Funny Sinners role over on the Discord server, ! Discord in the chat. That's right, there's prizes this time. Show off that you're a special lamb chop. Not a criminal lamb chop. All right, first one's from Vlad. Vlad, your sins are now out in the open. I will use them for profit. One time, I had to sit out during a PE class due to health reasons. Slackers like me had the duty of safekeeping all the classmates' phones, as personal lockers weren't really a thing back then, and it likely still aren't. Naturally, it also meant slackers got to play all the phone games from different manufacturers. You guys remember when there was different games on different phones? That was a different time. If the phones weren't locked with an unknown pin, that is. So I took one of the phones, played a game for a bit, then I got an idea. I sent a SMS. Oh my god, you remember that, chat? But not a regular one, no. It was basically a microtransaction thing to get me some in-game currency in a grindy browser MMO I used to play at the time. Expectedly, that moved through the phone's balance into negative. I went unpunished for that deed, as that specific day there were multiple slackers, not just me, so there was no way of telling who did it. And that same evening, I blew through all the currency to buy a better weapon, which I immediately lost by dying. No! What kind of game lets you lose all of your currency if you despawn? That sounds horrible. I think you paid the price for your sins already, Vlad. Your sins have been forgiven. That's so freaking sad. Next one, here we go by Zom. Every time I go to a friend's house, no matter what, I always end up breaking something. Never on purpose. Examples being, I broke my friend's action figure the day after he got it. I broke my friend's mom's cubs that were given to her from her dead grandma. Wait, that's actually really sad. Oh no, I hope you replace them. I broke a cancel at my friend's house and a drumstick. Like the food or the drum part? All of these were at different houses. I'm sorry, Zom. That's not a sin. I think you're just cursed. I think you're just cursed. I wish to remain anonymous. Okay, here we go. I did this once. I put a code for a $20 Steam gift card. Afterwards, I think I put a number wrong and somehow it was for $100. I went ahead and claimed it instead of typing it again. Listen, don't hate the player, hate the game. I would say you were just really lucky and you won the Steam lottery. Next one, also anonymous. I sometimes wake up at night and mix cola with juice to make my own soda when I have already drank the last one I bought. Wait a minute, do you guys not mix anything with cola ever? I love mixing Fanta and cola together. That freaking slaps. When you say like juice, do you mean like orange juice or gross? I don't think that's gross. It's inventive flavor. I know there's a soda that's like cola and orange soda mixed together. I'm just cutting out the middleman. I'm making the better ratio for it. Next one! Almost every stream, I lurk for the channel points while I'm reading manga and listening to you talking. Sin! Sin! Grim confessing, I once fought a rock in the middle of a park when I was young, probably 6 to 7 years old. I was walking in the park, taking a stroll in the summer at the park, okay? All of a sudden, I tripped over a small rock. I was left on the floor with confusion and distress. Grim's McFallen chat. Can we get some McFallens in chat? I got up with a small bruise on my knee, and with anger, I looked back at the pebble. I picked it up and threw it with all my might towards the lake. I watched the rock sink to the bottom of the lake. That rock will never see the light of day ever again. After that, I went on with my day, acted like nothing happened. I think Grim deserves a funny role. I think that's excellent. Pebble went fatality. That's actually really sad. Not gonna lie. Date ruined. Revenge fulfilled. Arctic Reaper! I spoke while not having the talking stick. You can do what you want. This is a free country. By Kirby! Not a sin at all. Kinda sappy, but I'm really shy, even with online things, so I figured out I could say this here. From the first day I started watching, you've always made me laugh or smile, so just wanted to say thank you, Lulu. Wait, that's really sweet. My heart got hemorrhoids. By Fluffle! Oh well. I had a fight with a sheep once when I was 5 over a snack bag of honey Cheerios. I lost the fight and my Cheerios. Sheep 1, Fluffle 0. That's kind of cute, not gonna lie. Have you guys ever fought with like an animal at a petting zoo or something over a snack? Because I haven't yet. But that is an experience I would like to have. Or am I the animal? New confession by Chill. Well, there was this one time I had gotten really upset at my friend for bailing on a road trip. We had planned 9 months in advance. A Progante road trip. and saved up for / set money aside for 6 months. He moved later that year. I know his email address and his phone number, so I used that to use one to sign up for dumb or embarrassing things. The amount of spam calls and emails he gets is probably astronomical by now. I still use it too. It's a little bit funny and a little bit sad. Revenge 1000. I haven't encountered a person that annoyed me enough to do this, but I have had this on my mind before. Not a sin, just good revenge. Also anonymous. I walked to a random dude today who I thought was my friend and started talking. I was 1 sentence deep before I realized it wasn't my friend. Who was it? Confessions made moments before disaster. They must have been so confused. I've had that before. But then I'm really bad with remembering faces, chat. I'm really, really bad with remembering faces. It was John Cena. Next one by Vault. Oh, this is a long one. Buckle up, gamers. So this one time back in the day, I was hanging out with friends in the greatest and most favorite city in America, which is strategically and geographically close to me. Philadelphia. This is the one that I read in Charlie's accent, in the voice of Charlie from Always Sunny. Seriously, Philly is great with its history, language, food, and culture. Go birds. But now I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, we are in Philly, and I took the train for the night since all my good friends live there. I want to read this in Charlie's voice so badly. I hope I can do it. Anyways, so we're in the Philly, and I took the train for the night since all my good friends live there, and I'm all the way across the river in Jersey, and was going to stay there the night at my best bro since middle school's house, and he drank way too much that evening, so once we split to head back to his house, he one trips and tears up his knee on some dilapidated sidewalk, which he could have sued for. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. But we also have to take a different train to his place. So what's different about this line is they only take exact change. If you give them more, they won't give the difference back. So the tickets were 12 to our stop, and he turns and gives the guy the ticket both a 50, who's like, if I accept this, you won't get your change back. And my friend is being an argumentative idiot, and it goes back and forth. So I step in, pay for the ticket, and pocket the 50. Never gave it back. Took advantage of a drunk and injured friend, and he was never the wiser. Don't know if I should feel bad because he owed me, but it's the principle of the matter. Also, he lent me his copy of Fallout 3 game this year, and he knows I'm not parting with it. I don't know, I think you're just a very shorty friend. Walt, how good you are! I will forgive your sins, but only for 5 gifted. That's like some premium Always Sunny plot. The money was a fee for taking care of drunk friend. You shouldn't need to pay a fee for that, chat. I don't know, Vault. I don't know if I can forgive that. That's 50 bucks, and you're not even gonna share with me? Don't say that. I would owe Lulu for the last... I think I would owe Cav like $1 million at this point. There's no way. That's why I don't drink on stream. It's a bad idea. A bad idea. I very strongly believe that pineapple deserves to be on pizza. Bold move. You deserve a funny confession roll. I wish I could give you a little crown and an award for this. This is some great confessions. Eddie's confession. I see the word pee. I'm all for it. Peeing my pants used to be part of my job. I will not elaborate. Okay, there's like 2 scenarios that come to my mind. One of them being you were fishing full time. You were in one of those like wetsuits. And you were cold all day and there's water in your pants and they're kind of like balloon pants. And you're standing in the water anyway, so you gotta pee. And the other one was that you were a diaper tester. You gotta elaborate. You can't just leave it there. Eddie, you can't just leave it there. Regardless, I think you deserve a funny role. By Sandstone! I love your content. Wish I could make it 2 more streams. You brighten my day, and I wish you the best of luck going forward. As someone who struggles with chronic illness, your streams make me smile and laugh so much and forget about the pain for a bit. Thank you for everything you do. Wait, these are all so sweet. Why are these all so sweet? Is this too deep and sappy? I sometimes worry that because all I do is streaming, that all I'm doing is contributing to worthless distraction and there's no purpose in it all. That's too dark, too deep for a Saturday night. But I'm so happy. I'm actually really happy that you guys enjoy these. I'm glad I get to distract you from the side of life. By Cyan! I think you're really cute. Does this count as a love confession? No love confessions! You can tell me through a hefty donation. Donations only! Exclamation mark tip in chat. will not accept this. I will not accept the compliment for free. Unacceptable. Toasties! I hope Toasties has a funny for me. This is a short story of how my friends never trust me handling vehicles. In any kind of games. In PUBG, I wanted to drive, and that was a terrible decision because right after that, I drove everyone off a cliff. We didn't drown, but we couldn't get out either and got sent back to the lobby by the shrinking zone. In Apex, I drove right into 2 teams trying to run everyone over, but ended up getting us all flatlined. Many more times in other games, plane crash, car accident, and driving off a cliff again. The worst thing about this is I was enjoying it. They never let me drive again, and when I wanted to drive, I get my own vehicle. All of that, but I haven't run them over somehow. But don't worry, IRL, I don't have a driver's license. Yet. That is menacing as heck. Chat, just know that tonight you are free and you are safe because Toasties doesn't have their license yet. Tomorrow? Who knows? Vroom vroom! Oh god. Toasties, no! Next one is by Jay. I'm stuck at my job, not many prospects for promotions. I kind of want to end up and leave, but not before getting my scheduled salary negotiation. So I can use that as a jumping off point for a potential new employer. Is that a scummy move or am I being too harsh on myself? Listen, Jay, you should ask yourself, what did this job ever do for me? Are they helping you in any way apart from paying you, which you're doing work for them? Apart from compensating you, if they're not treating you well, you should totally use that. Why be nice to them if they're not nice to you? Please, Jay, listen. If they treat you garbage, treat them garbage back. They don't deserve better. Blaze! Here we go. When I was but younger, maybe like little kid age, my writing skill looked like I was drawing lines that is barely seen as a written word. Yet the little kid in me said that this line path of the right path of writing, my handwriting many years later, is still debatable. My poor teachers needed to read the lines of Scribbles of my youth. I feel so bad for them. It's okay. You can become a doctor. You have the right skill. Terrible handwriting. Don't worry, I get that too. My handwriting's really bad too. Gaffes will sometimes read my grocery list and they're not good. We have a rule now for me typing them out and sending them over. Next one by Symphonic Pink. I'm too shy to talk to literally most people help. I don't have a solution. I just stay in my basement. Not the greatest advice, but it is advice. It's not honest, but it's a lot of work. Tandon! I don't think I have a sin. I want to confess, but nice meeting you. Chat's failing this assignment today. Give me a funny. Unhanded. I once wrote soup as soup.
I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? I'm at the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Hellfire Studios, our final confession of the day. Forgive me, mother, for I have sinned. I watched other sheep and I enjoyed it. I don't bask in the radiance of our holy sheep. They are just false idols. I realize now that the holy sheep is the one true sheep. The only source of happiness. After all, sheep is love. Sheep is life. Hellfire gets a funny point. Sheep is love, sheep is life should be on merch. Hey Monty, can we pitch that? Can we pitch that to merch? Can we make sheep is love, sheep is life? I would still like to make the I committed tax evasion on the Kuromiya Lucien stream. I think it'd be funny. Like that Bass Pro shirt, but it says I committed tax fraud on the Kuromiya Lucien stream. For legal reasons, that is a joke. Alright, chat, it's time to say goodbye to YouTube. Thank you for sending in your confessions again. I highly appreciate it.